Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 15.1, and I wanted to kind of do something with a little bit more freeform, freestyle kind of playing. So we'll use the pattern mode for a couple things just to kind of set roughly where we are for the timing for loops, but beyond that, I'm just going to be playing stuff freestyle. It's going to get some mistakes. We'll get some happy accidents and whatever. So I've got GarageBand loaded up here. There's a little bit of expression on it. So I'm just going to kind of freehand this, and we'll just get a drum loop going first and kind of work from there. So, I mean, I could have used the skip back for this as well, but I don't know. We'll see what we got here. First of all, it's pretty quiet, so I guess we're gonna. Wow, I've got the volume cranked way up, and fortunately wasn't blowing out the drums here. So let's first go in and we're gonna normalize this, and I apparently need to check my volume output and input. Input's fine, so I don't know. We'll see. It just sounds incredibly cool. I kind of feel like this last one here is probably the one to go for. So I'm just zooming in, setting the start point. And the endpoint, whoops, looks like it's here. I'll have to compress this. I think it was this one. All right. So let's turn loop on. Let's turn gate off. See how this loops. All right, I mean, this seems fine. So we'll turn that off. I'm going to truncate this just to trim it down. And let's just check loop. We want to make sure it loops exactly at the start. Let's get the best points for timing here we can. Pretty close. All right. Just making sure we don't add any pops. Sounds good to me. Just one more truncate. We'll zoom out. So I said this seems a little low volume-wise. Might just because we don't have too many elements going on. But let's see. Do I want to? It says 52 BPM. I'm going to show you why. If we go Shift External Source, when I was messing around with this earlier, I set the record BPM under external source to 52. I know it defaults to 90, so if you guys were expecting it to say 90, that's why it says something different. And I did want to actually use that as a way to figure out what our BPM is and then set the external source in. But for now, we can now do some. I gotta log back in here. We can do some fun stuff like. Boy, that sounds so quiet now. Let's see. We're going to have to figure this out. I like how that sounds playing it, but it's just barely registering. Maybe I'll just turn the volume up here for now. I just don't want to have to normalize it because it's going to cause some other fun problems. But, all right, we'll do this for now, and I'll do it offline. I think that's enough to play with. So this time I'll go use the skip back. So we'll just hit the mark button. It was just live recording everything we were just playing. We're going to look for just a section that looks like it's working well, and you just hit sub pad. So I was thinking more like the middle. So around here, let's see what we got. Sounds like I had a snare come in either a little early or was doing. Zoom out. Kind of like this one better, I think, out here. So we're going to zoom in. Cool. I think-ish around here for an end point. So right here. All right. So don't want to truncate quite yet. We're going to get to that. And sorry, move my mouth closer to the microphone just so you can hear me better. We'll zoom in way far just so that the start point doesn't jump. All right. Get the start real tight. Actually, we should do the same thing with the end. Get that tight. I'll loop it just so I don't have to hold it. Whoop, gotta turn gate off. See how this sounds. Sounds pretty good to me. So, whoops, cancel. I just didn't want the loop to go anymore. I just, out of habit, hit exit. So, from here, menu, we will go truncate. We now have that. We want to assign this to a pad. Why am I losing my mind here? To assign a pad, yeah, record, and we'll do to pad 2. Sorry. I just haven't done this in a few days, and I just forgot. So what we can now do, if we wanted to, is set up a mute group. We'll do mute bus, not mute bus, mute group. So shift pad 8, and we'll set these two both to the same mute group. So now I can play this, and then when I want to, I can just transition back over. And it's going to be a little bit out of time, but I can bring in the hats. I can bring them out. Again, I'm going to work on my timing here, but it's hard to talk in time. So I at least now have two patterns that I could switch between for drums. And we'll do something similar for this setup as we kind of build out probably some bass, maybe a little guitar or something. And we'll just have something where we can kind of play around in real time, and it'll sound a little looser because if we make mistakes, it's going to be off, but it'll be good. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope that helps you guys out and kind of shows you some different techniques, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep making beats. Peace.